Well, I guess you're next.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boinks and CJSiev Very Cool podcast. Today is a very special episode because it's our 10th episode. In celebration, we are doing absolutely fucking nothing. I might sound
right when we started.
Yeah, like it threw me so off guard. It took me like 10 minutes to do the intro, but I might sound a little under the weather today. It's because I'm a little under the weather today.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm Jay chillin'. But shit, fuck, what was I saying?
Say your name.
Yo, my name's Liam.
What is with your like radio announcer from the 60s bit that you're doing today?
I don't know, dude. It's so funny.
It's not.
I'm so tired. Okay. Today we got a shit.
Stop playing with.
I'm sorry.
So today, in honor of
sorry, the worst episode.
I'm your host, CJSiev. Beside me is Liam. I'm also known as Connor. He's also known as Boinks.
You're also known as Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah, just in my downtime.
I've been recognized as CJSiev before.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically I'm a big deal.
Basically, yeah. I'm huge in the entertainment business.
Yeah. But anyways, Andor has recently started streaming on Disney Plus.
And neither of us have watched it.
We haven't seen it. But in honor of that, and since we did this for movies 2 episodes ago, we've decided to say the best scene in every season of Star Wars television.
Except for Resistance, because fuck Resistance.
No one's ever seen that show.
If you can find me a single soul who's watched Resistance, I will be blown away.
Also excluding things like droids or like the Ewoks animated show, things like that.
Yeah.
Starting with Clone Wars. But we'll get into that
We'll
later.
get into that later because, of course, it's CJ's Boinks and CJSiev. What the fuck is our podcast called? Because, of course, it's Boinks and CJSiev Very Cool podcast tradition to talk about a little bit of fun stuff that's been going on. And I'd like to start off by saying, what the fuck is wrong with me, bro?
This might be a very long episode. What have you been up to, Liam?
That's what I was going to say. What have you been up to? I have not been up to much. I've been going to school, going to work. That's pretty much it. I mean, I haven't really started any like TV shows. The Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared TV show came out, so I kind of want to check that one out.
I have not watched that yet.
I haven't either. But I want to, I want to watch that one. Of course, Andor and Rick and Morty are both out.
And She-Hulk.
I'm very behind on everything.
I haven't had a chance to watch anything. I've been, I got a bunch of projects for school. Some of it was due on Friday.
Uh-oh.
And I have to hand it in on person.
Uh-oh.
There's no school on Friday.
Uh-oh.
So I've had to do it all right at the start of the week. But I hope to, when we're done this, I'll probably go watch another episode of The Boys. I haven't started season 2 yet.
That's fine.
I have been watching I watched about half of it last night. The 2-hour documentary on the Lab Rats Mighty Med.
Oh, yo,
crossover
shout out to that guy.
I can't remember.
What his channel is, but that guy's awesome.
Yeah, he made a Lab Rats documentary, which was like 3 or 4 hours, and then a Mighty Med documentary, which is about 3 or 4 hours.
And they're both very good.
They're very well done. I don't even like either of those shows. I watched them as a kid.
Yo, Lab Rats is good.
No, it was not.
It's very bad, but I rewatched it last year. Just like
Did you?
I literally watched the entire show except for season 4 where they're on like the island. Spoilers for Lab Rats. But I actually watched all of it. I just put it on. Like I wasn't even like really paying attention to it, but I was just like I just had all of Lab Rats playing, and it was so much better and so much worse than I remembered. Literally the second I finished that, the Lab Rats documentary came out.
Really?
Yeah, it was like weird ass timing.
Huh.
But yeah, his documentaries are very good. Yeah, it's very good. And they did a 2-hour documentary on Lab Rats Elite Force, which is the the very
Crossover.
shitty crossover TV show that they made.
That I never watched.
That I
never saw that one.
it was very much out of, we were not in the target audience anymore.
Yeah, we moved on.
Yeah, I like to watch big kid shows like Family Guy and American Dad.
Honestly, I just kind of stopped watching television around that time.
I did
Probably
too.
would have tuned in had I seen
Yeah.
it. I actually can't remember what year that.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, I
but
wasn't
it's
really
like
watching-
it was
I
like
don't remember.
2000, probably like 14, 15, 16,
No, it was
somewhere
later
in
than
there.
that.
While Connor's googling it, yeah, it was a very shitty show. We didn't even watch the end of Lab Rats because it was like bad, and
2016.
2016. No kids were interested in Lab Rats or Mighty Med at that point.
No,
They were
I
making that.
never. I stopped watching those well before that.
Yeah, me too.
I never liked my.
Well, we never watched Mighty Man because it came out after Lab Rats, and it was like we watched the first like 2-3 seasons of Lab Rats, and it was awesome, and then we never finished it. Whatever season they go to
It
the
got
island, I
worse.
think that was 3.
As it went on, even as a kid, I was like, "This is getting worse. They're
Yeah.
doing the same things again and again."
Yeah, and it was very bad.
And they're Flanders. I didn't know what that term meant at the time, but they're Flandersizing. I can't say that.
Flanderizing.
Flanderizing. Yeah, that's all
making
the
one character
characters.
only one characteristic.
Yeah, their worst character trait becomes their dominant trait.
Yeah, that's Flanderizing.
Flanderization.
Well, it's
yes.
off of Ned Flanders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
just-
yeah.
The hollow type. One thing did happen this week, though. Our Minecraft server that we have with our friends
Yeah, this is crazy.
had a terrorist attack on us.
Yeah, we had a terrorist attack. Like a guy hacked into our Minecraft server
So
and started griefing the shit out of us.
this was the day after we recorded last week. So
Yeah.
this was Tuesday. So I don't have school on Tuesdays, so I was sitting at home just doing homework. When all of a sudden my phone just goes crazy. Our group chat that we have with our friends is just melting down. And our friend Ethan, I can say his name.
Yeah, you guys know
You guys
Ethan.
know Ethan. Go
Yo,
watch
what's
him on-
up, Ethan? Thanks for listening to the podcast.
He probably is listening to this, to be honest. But he was online. Luckily, he was online. It was like, guys, who is this? And just sent a picture out. So we're like, well, that's not right. So the guy who runs our server, it's not one of us in the main group. Now, so the guy who does own the server is gone at the time.
Yeah.
So this guy's running around. Somehow he's gotten full diamond armor and full diamond gear. Unclear whether he had enchantments or anything on it.
Yeah.
Myself and one of our other guys hop on the server. I check my projects real quick. I've got just my house and then another thing I've been working on. I might show it off later when it's done, depending on whether the server's saved or not. And then I all rush towards the
Ethan's
building,
house.
Ethan's place in the center, which he shares with the other guy. Basically, it's a bunch of houses dotted around this mountain in the center, and that's where Ethan and this other guy live.
Yeah.
So we hop on. Right as I'm starting to get into the middle of their building, starts getting real laggy. So the chat, the hacker has been killing Ethan again and again. So I occasionally keep getting flashes of that. So he's in their house. Starts getting real laggy. Turn the corner into their storage room. Some of their
that's when the
chests have been
bombs go off.
some of their. No, I didn't see them. I don't know what happened exactly. We're not sure.
Yeah.
But there's items all over the place. It starts getting real laggy, and then the server crashes. Because the server owner sent his girlfriend to
go unplug the computer.
just pulled the cord on the world. We hope this can come back, but he
Hopefully
hasn't
it
come
is.
back from his trip yet, so the server's still down.
Yeah.
Um,
So hopefully we didn't lose everything, but we literally had a hacker terrorist attack.
yeah.
Drop it in our world, blow up a bunch of shit, steal a bunch of shit, and kill Ethan about 100 times, which is absolutely insane.
We think we tracked down the
No,
hacker.
let's not give him a
I'm not-
shout
I
out.
won't tell the channel name.
Yeah, we
That's-
found his YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and he does this like for fun. He like goes to random, he like guesses IPs, I guess,
We don't know how.
and he
Just grief some.
he griefs servers like an asshole.
We don't. I don't remember what the channel name is.
Yeah, well,
but
we're not gonna give him a shout out because you don't deserve
He has
that.
like 10 subscribers. So
Yeah.
fuck you.
But
The damage might be fixable, but I just thought that was funny that we actually had a terrorist attack.
yeah, it's absolutely insane. We had a terrorist attack. Next up, Well, what is next up, actually? Because I don't know what it is.
We've got a little bit of news for today.
Just a little bit. Your daily, your week, your every once in a while news check-in with the boys.
This one came out like the day after we recorded, I think. Or maybe it came out before and I just didn't see it. Warner Brothers, in the midst of melting down their entire company, Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever you want to call them, the guys at DC, they greenlit, I don't know what source this is, a sequel to the early 2000s Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves.
About a guy who hunts down vampires and demons, right?
More so demons, but
I don't know. I literally fell asleep in this movie.
I'm sure he's fought vampires at some point. I don't pretend to be particularly well versed with John Constantine, but I actually like this movie.
I fell asleep.
It's interesting.
It's boring.
But no one remembers this movie. This is one of those early 2000s comic book movies that just nobody remembers or talks about.
I think me falling asleep really emphasizes the point that who the hell cares about this Constantine sequel?
Yeah, like
you're also doing it 17 years after the first one came out.
This movie winds up in like the bargain bin of superhero movies, like your Jonah Hexes, your Green Lanterns,
your
Electras, your Daredevil,
your piece of garbage, unknown ass,
your Supergirl,
superhero
your Batman Forever, in some of those movies, actually, that list was all bad. Those were all bad movies, but some of the movies.
Some of those movies, like Batman Forever and Elektra, are just
Blade, which winds up in that bin as well. Blade is okay. You've never seen Blade. Don't act like you have.
I have no intent on watching it. It looks so stupid.
It's okay.
I have no care in the world.
But like things, or like your Fantastic Fours as well, which are
those are all
okay,
incredibly good.
The first two.
Fant Four Stick is the best movie I've ever seen.
Fant Four Stick is not one of those.
Could you imagine if in the Avengers, Hulk was like, "Man, I gotta say, it's Avengers," and Tony Stark was like, "Say that again? It's Avengers." Guys, I've got the name.
I hate.
Fant Four Stick is the shittiest movie I've ever seen in my life.
But like the first two, well, I don't know if I've actually ever seen the second.
I have not seen the second.
But the first one is watchable.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I like Chris Evans in it.
He is good in that.
He's pretty funny.
The guy they have as honestly, I think that whole movie is fairly well casted.
It is very well casted.
I don't think it's bad at
honestly,
all.
Honestly, the Fant Four Stick is almost better casted. And then they just muffed up
Miles
the
Teller's
movie.
too young as
Mr.
Fantastic.
He's a little baby.
They're all too young.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point.
I think Michael Jordan could have been he was easily the best casting.
Yeah.
I think he could have been really great.
Well, they just wrote him stupid. They wrote everybody stupid.
Everybody
that's
else
the problem
was
with
too
the
young.
movie.
Yeah. I hate that movie. Anyways, John Constantine. That's about it. I just wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that it exists.
I'm excited for this.
I am not at all.
I'm down for this.
I will not be seeing it.
I will. We'll see. Second bit of news on the topic of Warner Brothers Discovery melting down. Olin Rogers, the creator of Final Space, recently came out and said why Final Space got canceled. Let me call it up here. He wrote a little essay. I'll read it to you. Final Space was canceled due to tax write-off purposes.
When in doubt, blame taxes.
You know what? I actually don't feel like reading out the thing. But
basically, it's taxes.
Yeah. Some corporate overlord just decided that the show wasn't worth it. Just leave it on a cliffhanger. This really popular show, which has been completely scrubbed free in the U.S. You cannot legally watch it in the United States.
What?
You can in Canada. The international...
Yo, what the fuck did he do with his taxes?
They're not evading taxes. If they cancel it, they don't have to pay residuals on it.
IRS is taxes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And a few other reasons. I don't understand it enough, but it's not avoiding taxes. It's just so they legally don't have to pay them.
I'm not sure I paid my taxes.
It's a loophole. I don't ever pay taxes.
Yeah, fuck taxes. Government. If the IRS is listening, or if the Canadian IRS is listening,
CRA,
I pay everything, and I keep my receipts too, even the small ones. And when I buy a fucking $1 hot dog from Costco, I keep that.
But I'm very, very angry at this. He did.
That's pretty cringe.
Anybody, if you're in Canada or really anywhere except the United States, go watch it on Netflix before the international Netflix
Just use like a
runs out.
VPN or something.
When it's on a timer in Canada, as soon as the international license is up, the show's gone forever.
Well, that's crazy.
You cannot buy physical copies anymore.
Lost media.
It will be lost media.
That's insane.
Officially lost media. It exists online, but
yeah,
I'm ungodly upset at this.
Yeah, it kinda
Hashtag
sucks.
renew Final Space.
The first season was so
go tweet
good.
that. 2 and 3 are really good too.
It's not
3
as
especially.
Is it still on Netflix?
Yes.
I should probably watch that before
You
it
should
gets
finish
perma-banned.
Yeah, we could move on.
Anyways.
Renew Final Space. Next topic. Couple things from Lego. Lego Lord of the Rings might be coming back.
There we go.
I am so very excited.
You love to see it, baby.
Lord of the Rings is my favorite Lego line, but the Lord of the Rings sets, they never missed on a set. There's a used Lego store in Edmonton. I found out about this. I'm not going to say the name so nobody goes to it. Which I'm hopefully going to go to in a couple weeks. I was hoping to go yesterday, but it didn't work out. I had too much stuff to do.
Here's a little hint for you guys. If you Google used Lego store Edmonton, something might come up.
It actually doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But if they got Hobbit sets or Lord of the Rings sets for a good price, I might.
Won't. They'll have them for the Bricklink price.
Well, same with Bionicle.
If you're running a Lego shop, you will know your business.
But part of the Bricklink prices are determined because it's an online market and shipping.
Yeah, it'll be the upfront price.
Different. Anything I've seen in person, like there's a store in the mall that sells used Lego.
Coin and Stamp.
Coin and Stamp. They are mostly priced off of Bricklink prices.
Because that's the way to do it.
I'm assuming this store is going to be the same.
Most likely.
But I haven't checked it out. So. But I am
very excited for Lord of the Rings.
Let's move on. The 2 sets that are almost confirmed are a Frodo and Gollum brickheads and a Gandalf and Balrog brickhead. The Balrog is an interesting choice.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not upset.
They should have made the whole fellowship. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Well, they'll probably see how well these ones sell.
At least the 4 hobbits.
No. Merry and Pippin would have been weirder than the Balrog.
No.
I think so.
Because
if you're going to do Gandalf, who else would you do it with?
Aragorn?
No, that's weird.
Or like a Legolas and Gimli 2-pack.
Legolas and Gimli would have been awesome. It should have been the 2 hobbits. It should have been Legolas and Gimli. It should have been Boromir and Aragorn together. And then who's left?
4 hobbits.
4 hobbits. Oh, yeah, there should have been a Merry and Pippin one if they're doing all of them.
Yeah, so you do Merry and Pippin together. You do Sam and Frodo together.
Yeah.
Maybe you throw Gollum into
You could do Gollum and Gandalf. Yeah, that would be...
No, do Frodo, Sam, Gollum as a 3-pack.
You could do Gandalf and Gandalf, realistically.
That's true. But if you do Gollum, Frodo, Sam as a 3-pack, which they did with Harry Potter...
They should do that.
Together. You do... Yeah, okay.
Merry and Pippin together.
Yeah, of course. You do
Aragorn and Boromir.
Aragorn and Boromir.
Their names are so similar.
Yeah,
Legolas and Gimli together. They should just do
I think that's
like a 9-pack or however many there are and just do them all.
That's everybody.
That would be such a cool set.
I would buy that.
I don't think I'll
buy these because I don't like brickheads.
I won't buy them either.
What it does mean is that
we might
opens
get some
the
more
possibility.
Stuff.
This is kind of what they started with Harry Potter. When they brought back a little bit as like the Dimensions pack, demand was crazy high, and now Harry Potter's still going.
Yeah.
And
there hasn't been a new Harry Potter movie in years.
No, Fantastic Beasts was last year.
That's not Harry Potter, though.
They're
still making stuff off Harry Potter.
Yeah, okay, good point. This is rumor territory. There might be a really big D2C set, direct to consumer.
Direct to consumer.
Yeah. There might be. You have no idea what that means.
What is that?
Lego store sets. One of the big.
Those are online too.
Ones. Yeah, they don't go to like a.
like Walmart and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like most Lego sets, honestly.
Yeah. It's possibly one of those for Lord of the Rings next year. Now that's my sources. Duck Bricks on YouTube, who I really recommend watching.
I will absolutely buy that if that is real.
Depends what it is. What are you hoping for?
I would want it to be a full-fledged Shire.
That'd be pretty tight.
Like,
I don't have a price for this
just
thing,
like Bilbo's house and then like the trail and then like maybe a couple other houses.
Be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
I think it'll probably be Tower of Sauron.
Most likely that, yeah.
Or Minas Tirith.
Which one's that again?
Big white city, Gondor.
Oh, yeah, the finale city.
Yeah. Or like a Black Gate.
But a full one this
like
time?
A full Black Gate.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Yeah. Or Isengard.
Isengard would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like a micro scale. Like, you remember the gigantic Hogwarts they did?
Yeah.
That, but with the elf city, whatever that's called.
Rivendell.
Yeah.
That would be
with
cool.
like trees and shit, and like that would be so
I'd also
cool.
be down for more Hobbit sets too.
Me too.
I don't like those movies.
I don't care. They're so cool.
But the Hobbit sets were really good.
Yeah, there's so much like vibey shit you can do with that. I don't know. I think it'd be awesome.
I just re-release every set that you did already. Just exactly the same.
Yeah.
Just re-release that smog. I want
that Lego shit. But
I want that smog. But if Lord of the Rings does come back, there's so many sets that we never got. Like,
there's like
really
a million
iconic.
things we could do.
We never got Eomer. We never got Faramir. Eomer.
We never got Eowyn.
Sorry, we did get Eomer. Eowyn. Sorry.
Yo, I don't know anything he's saying right now.
Eomer is the son of Theoden.
Yeah, for sure.
No, wait, is he his son or his nephew?
Yo, I fucking love his son and nephew.
He's the next in line for Rohan. I believe Eowyn is his niece.
I'm up next for Rohan.
She was the lady that killed the Witch King.
Of course.
We never got the Witch King of Angmar.
Damn, I was really hoping for the Witch King of Angmar.
You know what that is.
Of course I know. What do you think I'm doing?
We never got a Sauron minifigure.
That is actually weird that we didn't. That one I'm not gonna fuck around with. That's kind of weird. If we got like a Bionicle of Sauron, oh my god, that'd be so cool.
That'd be awesome.
I want that so bad.
There's more. We never got a battle of. More. We never got Sauron's tower set.
We never got the White City in the end.
We never got Minas Tirith. We never got Battle of Pelennor Fields. We never got.
He's just talking. He's just speaking.
We never got Mount Doom.
Why didn't we not get Mount Doom?
Yeah.
That's like the most iconic location in...
There's so much we didn't get.
Yeah. Okay. Next topic before you kill our listeners.
I like Lord of the Rings. It's good.
Do we call them listeners?
Friends of the show. Underlings.
I keep lowering my volume.
We do need a name for the our listeners. Email in if you've got a suggestion. I'm down for underlings.
We could call them very
cool podcasters.
No, that's
great. I hate that. Boinks and CJSievs.
We could call them the BACVCPers. BACVCP.
Comment below or send us a tweet or email if you got
tweet us what you think we should.
Otherwise, you'll just be the listeners.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta hurry up on the news.
Two more news sections.
One other news.
UCS Razor Crest got revealed today.
I like it. I changed my mind. I like it. I think it's good.
You said you didn't like it
earlier. I said I didn't like it, but I think I like it.
I think it's good.
Overpriced, but that's okay.
It's way overpriced.
I haven't looked too much into it. I don't know anything about like the specific details of like what's inside and shit. I do really like it because of the brick built dinosaur guy.
Blurg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool. I really like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do that a long time ago.
Blurg, yeah.
But it's pretty cool. And that's the first time we get Queel too.
Yeah, and Mithril.
Is that his name? Mithril?
Yeah. I don't like. He should have had a unique face. He
just has. He should have had fins coming out the side.
Yeah, he does not look good.
He does not look good at all.
Queel's okay.
Queel's okay. His head's too long. That's the old Mando, isn't it?
Arm printing and the bar is printed on his forehead.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's pretty good.
But it's the old helmet color.
Which I don't like.
The old gunmetal gray?
I don't like it.
No, me neither.
I like the new ones.
Yeah, the new one's way better.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Really good set. Not going to get it. Too expensive.
Yeah, really good set, but I don't have $600 to drop on that.
Nowhere to put it.
It's
huge.
It's definitely the biggest. Well,
the Falcon's bigger. And the Star Destroyer. Yeah. And the AT-AT. But it's a big one.
It's a really good set.
Last bit of news.
Final bit of news.
I do not remember where this is from. James Earl Jones is retiring.
That's good.
He's like a million years old. He deserves it.
He deserves to retire from acting.
Yeah, I love James Earl Jones, but that man's...
And he did give permission to computerize Darth Vader's voice, which is perfect because Darth Vader's voice is already computerized.
Yeah, that's what they did in Kenobi.
I'm totally chill with that.
Very okay. If he gave explicit permission, you can do this... I'm
totally fine.
No issues with that. I don't like resurrecting zombie actors.
Yeah, but doing
this is different. I don't like zombie actors, but this
I
is a
don't
bit
either.
different.
This is totally chill.
Yeah,
I have literally
especially
no
because
problem
he
with this.
said he can do it, and Darth Vader already talks like a robot. And if you do
Vader already has maybe the easiest to computerly make voice ever. So.
Yeah. And if you need to get a voice replacement, just get the guy who did it in Fallen Order.
Yeah, his
There's
voice
perfect.
is get the guy who did it in Battlefront
I was
too.
about to make that joke. Yeah, that's terrible.
It's the worst.
Yeah, want to pay respect to that legend.
Yeah, well, he's not
King.
dead, but
No, but to his career and
yeah,
stuff.
he's still one of the best.
He deserves
he's one of
the
the
rest.
best.
Absolute legend.
He deserves a break.
Yeah. No, he's not dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like 95.
Yeah,
so.
but still.
Yeah. All right. What time is it, Liam?
Let me just check my watch. Oh yeah, they can't see me. It's tote time, baby.
Tote time. All right.
I freaking hate that they can't see me, bro.
One day we'll get a set.
One day. Today's tote, the topic of today's episode, TOTTE for today.
Topic of the episode.
Yeah, I know. Wait, topic of today's episode. Dude, yeah.
It works either way.
Ow.
The what did you just? Oh,
I
it's a
drop
mag.
shit every time.
It's not a Boinks and CJSiev very cool podcast episode if Liam doesn't drop something on his foot. So we usually cut it out, but he's done it in almost every episode.
It's not a very cool podcast episode if Liam isn't making a shit ton of noise with something and Connor has to tell him to put it down.
It's not a very cool podcast episode if Liam isn't playing Clash of Clans in the middle of it. I swear to God, if you throw it out. Okay, so today we just like we did 2 weeks ago. I think the episode came out 3 weeks ago. It doesn't matter. 2 episodes ago. We went through every Star Wars movie and said what our favorite scene in every one of them was. We're going to be doing the same with every season of Star Wars television.
Yeah, every single TV show as well. So like every season,
single good
but
TV
also
show.
every like boom, like that's
Yeah.
it.
So
And by every TV show, we mean Clone Wars, Rebels, Mando, Boba Fett, Kenobi, and
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so also Visions doesn't count.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about
We just
Visions.
looked at a list. I haven't seen
I've
it.
seen some of Visions, but we're not going to talk about
I
it.
didn't watch it. I should watch it. I just never got around to it.
Okay.
And we're not including Andor because we haven't seen it, and also it's only
It's
like
also 3 episodes in,
Yeah.
so...
doesn't
All right.
count. We'll talk about
we
Andor
start
later.
off with Clone
Wars Season 1.
Order. I think let's just talk about Clone Wars Season 1.
For one, Plo Koon talking to the clones in the escape pod.
That's very, very good.
Yep.
I know what mine is now. It's Yoda talking to the clones in the cave.
That's a good one too.
That's number one best scene in the season.
What about Fives' death? What about
Fives doesn't die.
Heavy's death?
Oh, that's season 2, isn't it?
No, Rookies is in season 1. Season 1, episode 5? Yeah, episode 5. We got a list pulled up, by the way. We're not putting it in the video, but... Oh, no, I know what it is. It's Goldie versus R2.
That's not the best scene in the season. That's the best scene in the show.
Yeah, good point. Or what about the episode in Hostage Crisis where Zero gets freed from prison and the one clone is like, oh my god. That's a good one.
I think the best season, or best scene in season 1 is Yoda talking to the clones in the cave.
That is a good one.
That is my decision.
I think it's got to be...
I think that's my favorite scene. And
I don't remember season 1 very much.
I don't remember
season
season 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, 4, yeah, but
Season 2.
Season 2.
What do we got here for arcs? We got Holocron Heist. Ooh, Landing at Point Rain is a really good one. Or like the whole Geonosis battle is really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Grievous Intrigue is a good one. Ooh, the one with Deserter Clone.
Grievous's layers in this one.
Cut Lockwints. No, that's season 1.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's really any scenes in season 1 that really has anything particular special. Ooh, we got Lightsaber Lost is a good one.
Oh, Lightsaber Lost is really good.
We got Mandalore Plot. Very good episode.
Oh, that's
arc.
the one. That's the best scene. I think is
the whole 3 episodes.
Well, yeah, I think it's when
Season 2 is pretty good, honestly.
I think it's when the guy like kills himself in front of.
I don't think that's one of the best
Bo-Katan.
scenes. It's a pretty no, Duchess Satine.
Oh, yeah.
Bo-Katan's not in season 1.
I can't even remember.
What about
season
in the
2.
Zelo Beast arc when Palpatine
It's
flies
the OB
around on
season
R2.
two?
Yeah.
It's when the best scene in season 2 is when Palpatine rides R2-D2 like a jetpack
While fighting Godzilla.
while fighting Godzilla. I know we've made fun of that scene before, but that's my favorite because it's hilarious.
We also have
That's my final answer.
Baby Boba Fett arc.
I don't care. It's my
I
final answer.
think my favorite scene is probably landing at Point Rain, where they're coming down in the gunships.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
badass. That whole
You put
episode's amazing.
you put
Bring out the flamethrowers. That's a different episode, but same arc though. I do really like in season 1 the bit where
season 1. You can't
season
jump
2
back.
season 2
Oh, okay.
where there's 2 in the same arc. One where Anakin has to choose between Ahsoka and the holocron. Where Cad
chooses
Bane's
Ahsoka.
got the button to basically blow Ahsoka out the airlock if he doesn't open the holocron.
That's very, very good writing
That's a good one.
because Anakin will pick Ahsoka
Every
over
time.
the
Cad
Jedi
Bane
Order.
knows that.
And that is ridiculously good writing
Oh,
because it foreshadows again. Well, I mean, I don't call me
It's not-
crazy, but I think Clone Wars has really good foreshadowing. But like it foreshadows that he's very connected emotionally to people.
Yeah.
And he will choose a human's life that he loves.
He will
like,
choose someone he loves.
He will choose.
Chair
Like,
is very
he will
squeaky.
choose someone he loves over anything else.
Yeah.
And that is why Anakin is like one of the most well-written characters ever. Is because even if it's the very much wrong decision, not in the holocron case, even if it's the wrong decision, he'll still do it. And
Every
like,
time.
call me crazy, but Anakin Skywalker's a good written character. But that's a very, very good scene. But it does not beat Palpatine riding R2-D2.
I also really like the scene where Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Mace Windu are mind torturing Cad Bane.
Oh, that scene's so good.
They all have to team up and fuck him up, and it's a really cool scene.
Doesn't Cad Bane still win?
No, he doesn't, but they give up.
Yeah.
He gives in, but like they don't break his mind because they were gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So that's one. That was a really cool
Clone Wars
scene.
is so good.
Yeah, season 2 is pretty good to be honest.
Starting with the Clone Wars is a bad idea because this is the best Star Wars TV show.
Season 2 is a
I
significant
gotta
step
rewatch
up from
Clone
season 1.
Wars, just the good.
I'm gonna go with the Ahsoka scene versus
I'm
Cad
gonna
Bane.
go with Palpatine writing him. Like
Point
a
Reign's
badass.
close second though.
Yeah. Season 3.
Season 3. So we got Clone Cadets, ARC Troopers.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, supply line. Oh, yeah, supply lines. My favorite scene is this season is where Imagundi gets gunned down with his clone boys. That's got to be my favorite scene, but we'll go through the whole season real quick because I'm probably forgetting an episode. What's Sphere of Influence? Oh, that's the one with the, boring episode. It's actually not, but this is the one with the Pantorans, the blue people.
I don't care.
Yeah, no particular scenes.
Skip to the good episode.
The episode of Padme and Duchess Satine. The one where Ahsoka teaches some kids on Mandalore for some reason.
That one sucks. I hate
It's
that episode.
pretty bad. The one where Singh tries to kill Padme.
That's a good one.
The Zero the Hutt arcs where they try to go kill Zero.
Those are pretty bad.
No, they're not. They're pretty cool. Cad Bane versus Obi-Wan and Quinlan Vos trying to kill Zero.
Oh, that's a good episode.
Those are good. I like
You're
those.
right.
There's 2 of those.
Currently, that's the best scene in the season.
The one where Padme and Ahsoka go meet some separatists.
That one's okay.
That one's pretty good, but there's no particular episode scene that stands out to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, Night Sisters is a good one.
Oh, the first Night Sisters.
Oh yeah,
episode?
Savage Press is in this arc.
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah,
good.
that's this season.
Currently, best scene in the show in the season is where Savage Opress just like unleashes his power and like headbutts that Jedi.
That was pretty cool.
That's a good scene.
We also got Mortis.
Oh, Mortis.
I mean, Mortis is obviously a
okay.
classic.
Yeah, Mortis is in this. The best scene in the season is when Anakin is learning about the dark side and he sees Vader and shit.
That probably is it.
Yeah, that's it. No
and
questions.
then we also
in my
got
mind.
the Citadel, which I like the Citadel. Oh, and the one where Padme goes fights Trandoshans with Chewbacca.
That's a good one, but it's
okay.
nowhere near as
Citadel's
good as...
really good too. I love the Citadel arc, but
Which
that's
one's the Citadel?
The big prison where they got to break in.
Oh,
that's the
yeah,
one where
with
Echo,
the little short guy.
Yeah, the one where Echo dies.
He died. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, it probably is the bit where
it's
where he turns into Vader, because like
where
the sun gives him the flashbacks. That
flash
probably
forwards.
Flash forward, yes. That probably is objectively the best scene.
I think it's my favorite too.
But I do really love the bit where Imagundi gets gunned down. That is such a badass scene.
Oh well, pick it.
I think that's got to be my favorite.
I think my favorite's when Anakin's going crazy.
That's probably that's the best one. My favorite is Imagundi.
All right, season 4.
But there was also a really good scene with Savage Opress where Dooku is training him.
And he's like,
he keeps shocking him.
Well, it's so good because you've seen so much in the show prior about how the Jedi are trained, and and how aggressive and violent it is to train Savage.
And you see Dooku actually be a Sith for one. Usually he's a lot more chill compared to the other Sith.
Yeah,
and
he's still relaxed.
If you look in Dooku's eyes, they've turned yellow in that scene.
Yeah.
They're not.
I love Dooku.
That's a good one. But that one's not the best scene. I'm gonna go with
Anakin.
And the fact that his name is Imagundi. I'm gonna die. And he fucking
fact
dies.
That his name is Savage Opress.
Yeah. Season 4. What do we got here? We got the Water War episodes.
Cringe.
I like those ones.
I hate Water War.
We got the ones where Dooku gets beaten by the Gungans.
Those ones are bad.
We got the 2 episodes where R2 and C-3PO fall through time and space or whatever.
Those ones are bad.
Those ones are not great. We got Umbara, baby.
Those ones are fantastic.
That's my second favorite arc. We have the Slaver episodes.
Those ones are alright.
Those ones are pretty good. We got the one where Death Watch shows up with Lux Bonteri.
Those are good. Is that the first scene with the Death Saber or Dark Saber? Oh,
no,
that's season 2.
That's season 2. He doesn't really do very much with it in season 2.
Yeah, it's not. There's no lore.
We got Bounty Hunter Obi-Wan. Probably
those ones are good.
The most underrated arc in the show.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Seen Cad Bane save him and everything.
What's good. Crisis on Naboo? Oh, that's just part of. That's the last episode of
That's where they're assassinating the guy.
Of course, Darth Maul.
It's Darth Maul. I'm sorry, even over Umbara.
What particular scene, though? This is the first
Darth
arc.
Maul is first shown again in the cave, and he's losing his mind. He's like twitching. He's screaming about Obi-Wan.
That's a good one.
That's such
definitely
a good
one.
What's the last episode there?
Revenge?
Yeah.
It's a Darth Maul episode.
Yeah, but what does it end with?
Revenge, fueled by hate.
That's where. Okay, the best one is
where
Obi-Wan. The best scene in the season is where Obi-Wan and Darth Maul see each other again.
Yeah.
And he's like up, and he's like, "Oh, I hate." He's like, "Fueled by my hatred for you."
That's a good one.
Such a good line.
The bit where he goes and kills all those village children's pretty cool too.
It is. I don't even care. It's so cool. I'm giving it to Obi-Wan and Darth Maul meeting again.
The bit I just had it in my head, or right where they put Darth Maul back together, and he's like, so it began without me. Let's go one. But I think the bit where you first see him might be the best one.
Yeah.
I had a good one in my head though from when they do Gulliver's Travels with R2 and C-3PO with the little guys. No, Umbara doesn't have any particular standout scenes off the top of my head like that, like in a bubble work incredibly well. Umbara is amazing,
crazy
start to finish.
I'm just thinking of scenes.
Yeah, Umbara is the second best arc in the show, but there's no scenes off the top of my head. I mean, it's like the scene where they realize, oh shit, they're not droids, they're clones.
Not aliens, they're clones.
They're clones. That's an incredible scene. Or when they go confront Krell is a really good one.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's...
I'm giving it to Darth Maul and Obi-Wan meeting again.
I'm going to go with right where they find him in the cave, because that is a really good one. The scene where Ventress and Obi-Wan team up against Savage and Maul.
That's very good.
They're a really good one.
All right, season 5. We gotta
season 5.
Keep it going.
We've got Darth Maul stealing credits? Why is that at the start of the season? This is the one where he goes and fights pirate, or where Darth Maul goes to steal from Hondo Anaka.
Oh, I love those episodes.
That's a good one. We skipped over the Hondo episodes. I didn't read them. I love Hondo though.
Hondo's awesome.
There's no episodes with him that should be on this list, but Hondo's
amazing.
There's no
episodes with him that are bad.
No, he's great, but no particular steps. We've got the Onderon episodes with first appearance of Saw Gerrera. The one with the younglings. And Hondo. I forgot Hondo was in that episode. D Squad.
Woo, D Squad.
That may actually have an incredible Gregor's Sacrifice.
Well, Gregor's Sacrifice is really good until he comes back in Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Because they can't kill people in Star Wars.
He came back in Rebels first.
Yeah.
And then we have Darth Maul arc, which I think takes you to the end. Oh, no, and then it's Ahsoka. It's the wrong Jedi.
Oh, man.
Okay, this one's going to be tough.
So really it's a choice between Darth Maul and Ahsoka. Shit.
Gregor's Sacrifice is amazing, but it isn't better than some of the
as
Ahsoka episodes.
It's when Ahsoka walks away. It's when Ahsoka walks away. It's the best scene in this season.
Yeah, that probably is gotta be it.
So powerful.
Couple other standouts though: Darth Maul versus Pre Vizsla.
Oh my God, what a good fight! That's a good fight. It's not a good.
There's so much subtle stuff going on.
I know
in that
he doesn't
scene.
even use the Force.
Darth Maul never uses the Force because if he uses it once, the fight is over.
Yeah.
Because none of the Mandalorians will respect him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He beats him, and Pre Vizsla is using as many little tricks as he can.
And
He's
Darth
got the
Maul
little shield, he's got the flamethrower,
play.
he's got the grappling hook, he's got the jetpack, he uses blasters.
Good.
Darth Maul just got a lightsaber and he still wins.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
And Palpatine coming back.
Oh my God. Okay, it's when Palpatine comes back. I don't care. I changed my mind. It's when Palpatine comes back and he says there is no mercy or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the best scene in the season.
I think it's got to be Ahsoka walking away for me.
I've got to go with Palpatine.
Especially
it's
because
so cold.
We've seen so many now parallels to that. I think they retroactively made that better.
Well,
I got to go with Ahsoka walking away.
Yeah. All right, let's go to season 6. I'm going with Palpatine for season 5.
Season 6, The Lost Missions. Also, sorry if it seems like we're kind of gunning it. There's just a lot to go over, and it is 10 o'clock.
My personal favorite is when Yoda is talking to Count Dooku in the past.
Really good one.
What if nothing went wrong? That is my favorite.
Well, we also have the Fives arc, though.
Ooh, what's the third arc in this one? It's kind of shit, isn't it?
It is Rush Clovis comes back. What is the... Oh, and it's Jar Jar and Mace Windu.
Yeah, okay, so the only two good arcs in this one is...
The Rush Clovis one's alright.
Is Yoda and the
Fives.
first one.
I think...
I gotta go with Yoda talking to Count Dooku.
I gotta go with Fives' death.
Fives' death is surreal. It's so freaking creepy.
That is a really good
That arc
one.
is so good. That arc scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Fives' death?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
It's fucked up.
It's...
Like, just what he goes through and everything. What year did that come out? How old was I? 2014? I was 11, and that shit messed me up.
Look how the dates are all March 7th. They all came out at once because it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Very good, though.
Yeah, I gotta go with Fives' death. Season 6 is really good, but it's not much debate on what the best scene is.
Yeah.
Same with Season 7.
Season 7.
It's the ending with Darth Vader.
No. It's when they go back into jail for the second time.
Oh, yeah, of course. My mistake.
Yeah, no, there is no debate in Season 7. We didn't even have to say it.
No.
It's when you see Darth Vader and he picks up Ahsoka's lightsaber and then he walks away.
Really, you can pick pretty much any episode from or any scene from the Siege of Mandalore.
You really could. And that pretty much rounds it off to what is the best scene in the show. And it's the same scene.
It's the Vader scene at the end.
It's the entire last episode.
Last 4 episodes.
And how unreal they are. If somehow you haven't watched those yet.
It's been over 2 years and I cannot get over how good those episodes were. It
is seriously probably...
There's so many good scenes in that episode. I could talk for hours.
Those last 4 episodes are the best piece of media I think I've ever seen.
Other than The Empire Strikes Back.
You're a loser.
No, I genuinely...
Those
Empire,
4
man.
episodes are the best piece of media ever. Like, not just Star Wars. They're just that well-made.
Have you read The Great Gatsby?
I don't care. They're that good. Maybe not the best piece of media.
Pretentious
best
book
piece
I
of
could think
Star
of.
Wars
Honestly,
media,
it's an okay book.
I don't want to sound like a loser.
It's the best Star Wars
It's the best thing in Star Wars. It's so good.
But, yeah, like, the Bad Batch arc is okay, but there's nothing special in the Bad Batch arc. I haven't watched it since the Bad Batch show came out, But that whole arc felt pointless to me because, like, why are you introducing these new characters? Because we didn't know Bad Batch was coming out.
It feels very on purpose or very important now.
Yeah.
It's just not important when it came out. But it's still they're very, very.
But there was no particular scenes that really stand out to me.
Yeah. Finding Echo was cool.
It's cool, but it's not. And Trace Roth is terrible. But literally all 4 of the CG Manual. You can pick like Darth Maul versus Ahsoka, Darth Maul just talking to Ahsoka, where they've got
anything with Darth Maul.
Yeah, if it's got Darth Maul in it. The obviously the bit where Order 66
Seeing
Anakin
comes out and Ahsoka
together
again. Oh my god, dude!
The meeting with Mace Windu.
It's all fantastic.
On the thing where
but the best scene,
Obi-Wan calls her up, is like, "Hey, we're in Revenge of the Sith."
Hey, you remember this movie?
Where they take the chip out of Rex.
Yeah,
it's
fantastic. Say it again. It's fantastic.
It took me a solid second to see where you were going with that, but
that wasn't even planned.
I did not.
Came out.
That didn't even click until you said the joke.
Yeah. Okay. Next up.
Yeah,
it's the final scene.
Beyond exceptional.
Next show.
The
It's
Bad
not Rebels.
Batch.
It's Bad Batch, and there is zero doubt in my mind that it is when Cad Bane first shows up,
Yeah, that's
and
a
it
good
plays that little that little guitar, or whatever instrument it is.
Yeah, that's a really.
Oh my god, it's so
really good scene.
Bad Batch is so good.
I think I gotta go with the bit where they bomb Camino though.
That was so messed up.
Yeah,
that was so messed up.
There's nobody in it.
They're still nuking a city.
It's pretty dark, but it's not messed up.
It's so messed up.
What is messed up was where fucking Crosshairs executes all those innocent people with a flamethrower.
That was episode 2.
Yeah,
they just kill a bunch of civilians.
Yeah,
just for no reason
with a flamethrower.
God, Bad Batch
just torch a bunch of innocent people. Or when Order 66 Right comes down.
Yeah.
That's a really cool sequence.
I gotta give it to Cad Bane's appearance.
Or Echo's bit, I'm Echo.
Oh, yeah.
Is there an Echo in here? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm Echo. That's a good joke.
Good.
Or in that same episode where Wrecker gets hit on the head and Order 66 starts to activate in him.
Yeah.
Or when they try to remove
Good
the chip in Order 6, or where they try to remove the chip from his head.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah.
God,
I love Bad Batch.
Bad Batch was good.
There's a lot of good moments.
There's a lot of good stuff in Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I just had another one off the top of my head.
But none of this matters. What really matters is number 1.
I think it is probably the destruction of Camino. Oh no, it's got to be the appearance of Scorch from Public Commando.
That was pretty cool. The 1 second he's in it.
Yeah. But he's going to be in season 2.
Yeah, season 2 is going to be really good. Okay, my number 1 is Cad Bane showing
wait till
up.
January.
Cad Bane showing up. But no, that's my favorite scene.
Yeah, I got to go with Camino's destruction.
Next up is... It's not Rebels, is it? It's Kenobi?
Yes, it is Kenobi.
Kenobi.
It is...
Are we playing games, or what are we doing?
It's Leia running from Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's when Vader's mask is cut open.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's the best. Oh my god, it's so
yeah,
good.
Beyond
the
amazing
saving grace
scene.
of Kenobi.
Yeah, Kenobi. We don't need to go into this.
We already talked about Kenobi.
We dedicated
enough.
an hour and a half to this. One of my friends the other day, I was at a party. It was one of my friend's birthday party. You could not punch the microphone and then punch the wall.
The oar back.
Again, it's not another episode of Liam doesn't punch the microphone at least once. One of my friends was like, "What's your thoughts on Rebels, Connor?" And I'm like,
"You got a chair?"
I have a half-hour video on my YouTube channel talking about it, and then I recorded an hour and a half long podcast about it.
I have thoughts.
It's
yeah.
But anyways, we talked about. We talked about Kenobi when it finished up on this show, so you can go back and listen to that.
Go check out that episode.
But it is so very much
the
scene
Vader's mask being cut open.
There is other good scenes in it.
Plenty.
But
that one is the best.
What are some other good scenes here?
Hello there.
I like the ending. It makes me happy. The first duel between Anakin and Vader.
It's not that good.
I like it. It's nothing compared to the second one.
I didn't like that one as much.
I like it. I like the bit where Vader comes into Fortress Inquisitorius and he's just fucking pissed.
When Vader stops the ship.
Yeah, I was about to say that when Vader stops the ship.
I don't know why we're talking about all these.
It is.
We have like 12 more seasons of TV to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
But we just gotta talk about the best.
Yeah, it's when mask comes off.
It's when the mask is sliced open. It's a fantastic moment. It's one of the best scenes in Star Wars.
I was disappointed by Kenobi.
Very.
But there is good stuff in it.
That scene is one of the best.
Yeah. There's some really good stuff in it.
Yeah.
All right, season 1 of Star Wars Rebels.
Season 1 of Rebels.
Again,
baby.
we did record an hour and a half long podcast on this, but we didn't talk about this.
Yeah.
I think the season 1 is probably right when Kanan snaps fighting the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
At the end. That's a really good sequence.
That's really good.
Or when
I
Ezra...
just like that the Grand Inquisitor is so afraid to disappoint Vader that he'd
rather kill
literally
himself.
He kills himself.
Yeah, I also love when Tarkin shows up and is bitching at the two idiot commanders that were around for first half of season 1, and he just kills them.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Grand Inquisitor, cut their heads off. He doesn't shoot them.
Yeah, he just like turns
he turns the saber on and just sticks his hand forwards.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's a good scene. I also really like right at the very, very start where Vader calls up the Grand Inquisitor. It sets up a lot for the show, which never goes anywhere. Because Rebels kind of sucks.
I'm not getting into it.
I also like the scene where they have Luminar Unduli's body in the box.
Yeah,
they're using it to taunt. That's pretty cool. That's all I can think of for season 1. So.
Yeah, my number one scene in season 1 is when the Inquisitor's his fear is he's so scared that he'd rather kill himself.
That's gotta be it. For
season 2.
That's kind of it for season 1. There's not really much
Season
else.
2, I finally get to talk about good Rebels.
Well, obviously it's Ahsoka versus Vader.
No, actually, I think it's the very, very end when Ahsoka and is like going into the cave and like all the rebels are like
That's a
it's
good
just
one.
like the music is rising, the music's like swelling at the end. The
music's
very,
really
very end
good.
of season 2 is awesome. The very last, I think it's 2 episodes of season 2.
Twilight it's 2 episodes.
Is on par with almost all of Clone Wars. Like the good parts of Clone Wars, this is better than most of it, you know?
While I very much agree that scene is amazing, I think the best episode is still going to be Ahsoka versus Vader, but that isn't the only good scene.
Yeah.
In the episode where Ahsoka, Kanan, and Ezra go into the little temple, every scene with the little visions is amazing.
It is.
Kanan versus the temple guards is
so good.
So cool. Ahsoka talking to Ghost Vader, very cool.
Is Yoda in that one or no?
Yes, the Yoda. I hate the way Yoda looks.
I hate the way he looks, but the way he acts,
the way he
is
talks
perfect.
is pretty good.
I love that episode, but
I like that episode too.
The best.
I think
this
that's
is what really
no,
matters.
that's not the one
is
with
the best.
Sabers. That's Twilight.
It's the very, very end when the music is swelling. It's so good.
Disagree, but it is pretty cool. I feel we're missing something. Oh yeah, the Leia episodes in this season. What do we got here? We got the.
Don't go through all of them.
Okay.
We don't have
there's some Mandalorian stuff, but it doesn't really stand out that much.
We don't have enough time.
I'm just. Yeah, it's Ahsoka versus Vader for me. Season 3.
Season 3, baby.
It's Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan.
Versus Obi-Wan. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, there is other cool stuff though.
Yeah,
I really like the scene with the little bug guy, the Geonosian.
Yeah,
Click Clack, I think they call them. They're like, hey, why did they kill all you for? What were they making you build? He draws the Death Star. Is that a fuel cell?
What is that? A circle and another circle?
I don't know.
Yo, you're a shit
it's
artist.
The Death Star,
dude.
yeah.
Yo, what the fuck? Is that an eyeball? Dude, you're shit art.
That was pretty cool.
Get another passion, you fucking dweeb.
Oh yeah, this Ryloth episode
Very good.
Where Thrawn is he knows that who Ahsoka, who Hera and
Ezra
Kanan are, and Kanan and Ezra.
Very good episode.
Yeah, that's a really good
But it does not compete with Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi finally finishing their years and years long battle.
Yeah.
That is the best scene.
That really is gonna be it. There's season 3. God, scrolling through some of these shit ass episodes. I had the Bendu's in this a lot.
I liked the Bendu.
Me too. I like him because he's voiced by Tom Baker, but
I'm giving that the best scene.
Yeah, there was some really cool stuff right in the last episode as well, when they're attacking the planet.
Yeah.
But it's
not as
it's
good.
it's no contest.
She's not as good.
No contest.
Season 4, baby.
Yeah, season 4. Season 4 shorter than the others.
Season 4 is shorter.
A little bit, yeah. It's got to be something from World Between Worlds, right?
Yeah, it probably is. It definitely is. World Between Worlds is so good.
Yeah, I think that bit right where he first goes in has got to be the coolest.
Where he pulls Ahsoka out is the best.
I also really like the scene. No, right when he first goes in, you hear all the audio from the
Oh,
movies.
yeah, actually.
That's so cool.
Even like sequels audio too.
Yeah, and Rogue One and stuff.
I've said this before in the podcast. There's something very interesting whenever Star Wars ties in the sequels that I just really like. Like, I don't care that the sequels are bad. When they're acknowledged in other Star Wars media, it feels like they're finally connecting them. And I really, really like when Star Wars does that.
Go read the 2018
No,
Vader comics. No, because they do basically the same thing with a bunch of quotes from past and future movie shows.
Yeah.
It's the arc where he builds his castle.
That
one you should read.
Like that. Yeah, I
That's the arc you should watch. There's probably tellings of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the comic you should. Is where Vader builds his castle.
Yeah, I know that one. I've heard it's very,
that
very
one's
good.
exceptional. I actually don't. A lot of people would go with Kanan's death, but
fuck! I forgot how incredible Kanan's death was.
I disagree with it. Because he totally could have escaped.
He could have.
Without question, he could have gotten out of there.
Well, I don't know. I feel like he was using the Force to stop the explosion.
He could have done that from the ship and pushed the ship away.
Well, he didn't have time.
Yes, he did.
He was under a lot of pressure. I like that scene a lot.
Right where Kanan teleports Thrawn out.
Yeah.
With the whales. I can't remember what they're called.
Very, very
that was
good
pretty
at the
cool.
very end.
But they undo it later because they show you that horrible abomination of Kanan and Hera's son.
I hate that so much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the only scenes.
I think my favorite scene in this season is when Ahsoka's pulled out of that thing. I just think that's really
that is
cool.
a good one.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's got to be the best scene. There are good episodes in this.
Everything in the world between worlds.
You
everything
didn't mention
in that
anything from the episode where Callus and
Zebra on the planet. That's my favorite episode.
I guess there's no scenes in particular.
There's no real important scenes. I just think that has some of the best character building in any Star Wars movie.
Good one.
That's my favorite episode. That's my favorite solo episode of Rebels. I think is that one.
Twilight.
So good. Yeah, Twilight's really good.
Yeah, for season 3 is for me. It's got or season 4. It's got to be when Ezra first enters the world between worlds.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Let's move on to the next. Oh, best scene in the show.
Ahsoka versus Vader.
Yeah, Ahsoka versus Vader. That's one of the best scenes in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's got to be Ahsoka versus Vader,
course.
man.
All right, next show
next
though.
What is the next show?
Would it not? It's not Obi-Wan, and it's not. It's not Boba Fett. And it's not Mando.
I think it is Mando.
Is it?
Wait, we did Clone Wars, we did Rebels, we did Obi-Wan, we did Bad Batch. Yeah, it's Mando.
It's Mando.
Well, technically, I think it would be Andor, but we're skipping Andor.
Mando season 1, and then Mando season 2.
Yeah,
Mando season 1.
Best scene.
It's where Gustavo Fring comes out and says, "I will kill your infant Yoda." It's when he comes out and he says, "You have something I want." Just like Giancarlo Esposito,
pretty good.
His acting in the final episode there is so good. I think that's my favorite scene.
For me, I think it's got to be the very opening scene where Mando goes into the bar.
Kicks the shit out of that blue guy.
Yeah,
which you said his name earlier in this episode. I just can't remember what it was. Mithril. Yeah,
right,
like the tier 2 hard mode armor in Terraria.
First scene where it's Mithril, not Mithril. Mithril is a Lord of the Rings thing.
No, it's tier 2 hard mode armor.
That's the shirt Frodo wears. It's made of Mithril.
A lot of Lord of the Rings in this episode.
Yeah, there really is. We should do a Lord of the Rings episode.
We should
rewatch Lord of the Rings.
And then do an episode on
Yeah, I rewatched it last year.
I haven't watched it in a while.
When I built the Daily Bugle Lego set, I watched it all in one sitting.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was it was amazing.
That's
but,
12 hours right there.
Just watching the regular version, so 9 hours. I've never seen the extended editions.
Yeah.
But 9 hours, and then I watched some How It's Made afterwards to finish up.
Fire.
Took 11 hours.
Okay.
Anyways, season
Star
1,
Wars.
the scene where Mando comes into the bar, that establishes basically everything you need to know about Mando.
Yeah.
And the
Season
music.
1 Mando, anyway.
Season 1 Mando. He
And
goes
the
in, shoots
music.
the guy, he's a badass. I wish we saw more of that Mando. And that is
Yeah.
why I am so angry that
Baby Yoda's back.
Baby Yoda's
already?
back, because we don't get to see this Mando anymore.
Well, I feel
seeing
like
Mando
he's not the
fucking
same.
pissed this all of Mando season 3 because he doesn't have Baby
Yeah.
Yoda would have been amazing.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's not marketable enough, so
Yeah.
there is other good stuff in season 1 though. Like I like the bit where Mando takes his helmet off at the end.
That's very good.
I like the bit where the funny robot kills himself.
Where the Darksaber comes out.
Darksaber comes out, where you see Death Watch.
Yeah.
The Super Battle Droid flashbacks are pretty cool.
I gotta give it to You Have Something I Want.
I gotta give it to the opening scene.
Yeah, that's fair.
Man, season 1's so good.
Mando Season 1's so good. But you know what's better than Mando Season 1?
Mando
Season
Season
2.
It's better in some ways.
The best scene, I'm sorry. We all know it's Luke Skywalker. Now let's talk about our favorite scene so we actually have something to talk about.
The Luke scene is really amazing, but it's not my favorite scene.
incredible.
The best scene has got to be with.
I would give my left nut to watch that again for the first time.
I would give my left nut to see that for the first time without being spoiled. I got spoiled for it.
Yeah, that sucks.
I was so pissed.
That's why I'm kind of scared to be so behind on Andor right now. But yeah, Mando Season 2, it's where the seismic charge is dropped. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
good.
when Boba Fett comes
But
back
when
and drops. Oh no!
Bill Burr-
It's when Bill Burr and
Yeah.
Mando are acting. Where Bill Burr's acting just completely outshines everybody in the show for half an hour for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a good actor.
It's a shame he dies at the end of that episode, though.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what a tragedy! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They pick his death.
It's a shame he died in that mining explosion.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah, where Mando takes his helmet off and then goes sits at
terrific
the
episode.
table.
That's
with
the best episode of the show.
It is, yeah.
And that's such a forgotten episode too.
Yeah.
It pisses me off how little that episode is talked about.
It's the
because
best
that is
episode.
seriously one of the coolest, best episodes in Star Wars.
I also absolutely love the scene where Boba Fett comes out for the first time with the armor on.
Yeah.
And the tribal music.
Yeah, and he kicks the shit out of the stormtroopers.
So cool. Unfortunately,
That's the real Book of Boba
we
Fett.
didn't get that Boba Fett. in
We
Book of
did.
Boba
We
Fett.
definitely did.
In the
Sorry,
last-
everybody says we didn't, but we did. Just nowhere near as enough, and
In
nowhere
the
near as
last
cool.
5 minutes.
And a little bit throughout as well. And even when he's in the ship and he's like, "Ugh," and he's like shooting down those bikers.
Barely. It's
I'm a Book of Boba Fett not fan because it's kind of shit.
there's a lot.
Book of Boba Fett appreciator.
Such a massive disappointment, that
yeah,
whole
so
show.
was Kenobi.
Kenobi was not nearly as much of a
I
disappointment.
heard Andor's very good though.
Book of
so,
Boba Fett was such a disappointment. Well,
Yeah.
let's finish Mando
Yeah, let's
first,
finish
and then
Mando.
talk about Book of Boba
I'm
Fett.
gonna give it to Bill Burr and
I gotta give that too, but also like some of the sequences in that show, man. Like,
man, I wanna rewatch Mando now.
yeah, me too.
Holy shit. I wanna rewatch
Shit, I
everything
just
in
had
Star
one
Wars.
off the tip of my tongue. Oh, when Ahsoka comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's-
god.
Yeah, and
Where
Ahsoka.
she was like, you can't see my hands, but I'm doing the lightsaber shit she
Yeah,
does.
and Ahsoka talking to the
God.
magistrate right at the end.
So
the
good.
Thrawn name
The
drop.
Kill Bill scene as well.
Yeah, well, it's a reference to an older Japanese movie, but
No,
yeah,
it's Kill Bill.
Kill Bill references the same movie.
Yeah, very
it's
good.
a Kurosawa movie, if I remember right. I've never seen it though.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on from Bad Batch.
Yeah,
or from
it's gotta be the Bill
Mandalorian.
Burr scene. What's
It's
the
the
best
Bill Burr
scene
scene.
in Mando?
Luke Skywalker. It's when Luke Skywalker shows up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think that is objective.
Is that an X-wing? Holy shit! Holy
I'm so
shit!
mad I got spoiled.
Such a good
So
scene.
unbelievable.
But yeah, you
But
saw.
I saw a mock-up with, they took the screenshot of Luke, they drew over his face and put like a little smiley face on it and colored the lightsaber purple. It's like, look guys, Mace Windu showed up in The Mandalorian. And I'm like, god damn it, that's Luke, isn't it? Yeah. So I was so pissed.
Yeah, it stinks.
Yeah.
But was so good, though.
probably
It's
is
the
Luke.
best
It's the
scene.
Luke scene or the Bill Burr
It's
scene.
incredible.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Book of Boba Fett.
Which Man, what a boring show.
Now
to
we
end
need
on
to do
here.
not the Mandalorian parts of it.
It's all of the Mandalorian parts.
It's clearly all the Mandalorian parts. It's my favorite's probably where he first is learning the Darksaber and he's so awful with it. And he like cuts his leg accidentally and he cuts the dude in half.
I was gonna say the scene in the butchery.
Yeah.
The butchery in the butcher shop.
It's
not butchery.
he's so bad at it, but it's so awesome.
It's so cool.
Yeah. But let's move on. Let's talk about only the Boba Fett stuff. How about?
I don't think that's fair because if the show decided to be about Mando for a
Then
while,
the best scenes and favorite scenes are all going to be in those.
The Luke stuff is really good too.
Very.
Robot Luke is a bit weird, but you get used to it pretty quickly.
I forgot that there's like a whole ass Luke episode.
Yeah.
That show is so good, but the Boba Fett stuff is sadly the worst part. And
the Mando Boba team up at the end was pretty tight.
Very
though.
good.
They're fighting in the streets.
I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved when Boba Fett was riding the Rancor.
I was about to say that.
That is
pretty cool.
so cool.
It doesn't really make any sense.
And
but
Danny Trejo just showing up for some reason.
Yeah. God,
Tortuga showing up.
Wasted so much stuff, man.
They did. I won't lie. Very good.
I dislike that show more with time because I've just thought about the Cad Bane showing up.
Oh, that was oh my god! I forgot how he was in that.
Even though he does nothing,
he's so good.
Yeah.
I got that spoiled, and I'm furious.
I didn't.
I got it spoiled. The Cad Bane was in it.
I did not.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think I gotta give it to Cad Bane showing up. Honestly,
I gotta give it to Cad Bane if we're talking about just the Boba Fett stuff.
I think in general,
I gotta give it to Cad
the
Bane.
butcher scene is so cool with Mando.
Yeah. Just how sloppy he is with it.
And the music is
so realistic.
And Mando doing bounty hunter work is something I want to see more of.
Yeah, me too.
The show seems to be getting more and more away from that.
Well, yeah.
And more focusing. Well, it looks like we're finally getting away from the Baby Yoda stuff.
Well, this season's going to be about Mandalorian lore.
I like Baby Yoda, but I don't want the show to be about him. I kind of want the Mandalorian to be about the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But if you kick Baby Yoda out, you lose so much of the casual market. It
would lose its charm.
He was gone for not even a season of Mando.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
If you skip Book of Boba Fett, he's just gonna be back the next episode.
Well, nobody skipped Book of Boba Fett.
Also, hot take, but the N1 fighter is way less cool than the Razor Crest.
It is, but it's still really good.
I don't love the. Cool. You can't carry anything.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Okay,
I think it's definitely Cad Bane.
Just the scene where he shows up, shoots down Cobb Vanth, leaves.
So cool.
I wish I love Cobb Vanth. He should have died.
He should have died. Dying to the Cad Bane was so cool. And that's what's
kill your characters, Star Wars, and death would have some consequences. But it looks like Andor might be doing.
I'm really excited for Andor.
Yeah, I should watch that.
Okay, I think that pretty much does
it. Did we miss a show?
I'm very tired.
Let's double check that we didn't miss a show here.
I don't think we did.
Bad Batch, Mando, Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, Rebels, Clone Wars. Didn't talk about Visions. Never seen Resistance.
We're good.
Light and Magic doesn't count. Droids and Ewoks don't count.
We did it. We're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
So,
yeah.
Out of all of these, what's your favorite scene? I don't remember what we talked about. We
didn't guess that. It's the end of Clone Wars, obviously. It's the end of Clone Wars.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so good.
You're absolutely right.
It's gotta be. I mean, I can't lie. I can't disrespect it by saying otherwise.
Yeah, that's my second favorite scene in the franchise.
It's where
Binary Sunset.
Zeb and Ezra are getting Melu runs. It's so good.
Cad Bane fighting, Cad Bane. It's Palpatine riding R2 like a jetpack.
I said it once. I'll say it again.
Or R2 versus Goldie.
It's definitely the end of Clone Wars. It's the best scene in Star Wars, and I think, yeah. I mean, I say about every scene in Star Wars is the best scene in Star Wars, but that's just because I'm a very optimistic person. But anyways, I think that pretty much does it for today's episode.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think that does it. I think this was a pretty good one. Sorry if I sound a little tired or under the weather. It's because I am both tired and under the weather. But thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Very Cool Podcast. We really appreciate you guys sticking it out to the end.
Yeah, we had 10 episodes down.
Yeah.
Only 1,000 more to go, and then we will be free of this curse.
Yeah, that's the deal we made with the podcast devil.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a pun, but I couldn't think of anything, so I'll cut that out. But yeah.
But since we we've done 10 of these episodes. If you got any episode suggestions, send them, comment on them below, email us to them. Emails listed under the YouTube
Don't
page.
do emails. Just do Twitter. That's what you got.
Twitter is the easiest. Yeah,
Twitter's the
I
best.
think it's at the Very Cool
I
Pod.
hate Twitter, but yeah, do
Twitter
that.
is the best. Yeah, hit us up on Twitter if you got any episode suggestions, anything you want us to talk about.
And other than that, you guys have a freaking great rest of your day.
Yeah. Yeah, follow me on stuff. Follow podcast.
Follow me on stuff.
We'll see you on the very next episode. And we'll see you on the next episode of.
Hey, you got to do it.
Yeah, I never get to do the outro. If you're gonna take
if I'm gonna take the what have you been up to?
What have you been up to? God damn it, I'm gonna take the outro.
Well, that's really cool. Thanks for listening to another episode of
The Very Cool Podcast.
You dick.